Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, it's Himalaya. Hi, hi. Can you hear the roosters? Because they're like having an orchestra right now. It's an orchestra of roosters. It's a concierto. Can you hear that? Oh my gosh. So loud over here. Hi. Hola, 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 hola. Oh my gosh. I want to talk about speaking of roosters and being in nature. Um, Welcome to your temple. Your temple is the same, this body, your body is the same as the earth. You are the earth. You're the earth. Ayurveda teaches us. Ayurveda is the Indian medicine. It's the Indian medicine for optimal level of health and well-being, to sustain that. It's a preventative. So you keep your body. So the Indian medicine is Ayurveda, and it is to prevent you from going imbalanced. Okay. So it's made up of the 5 elements that are the exact same as this earth. So we are this earth that we live on. We are part of it. This body is a part of it. Now, I wanna share with you a quick overview of these 5 elements. Okay, we've got air, ether, fire, water, earth. Okay, these are the 5. The whole earth is made out of that. We each uniquely have our own makeup of these elements within our body, within this temple. Okay, so this temple is a unique concoction of the earth elements. So just like we have some that are more full or higher than the others. We're not like an exact proportion, right, of these exact 5 elements. We are more of some and less of some. So just like the earth in certain places has much more water, right? Some places they have much more air and fire. Ooh, air and fire together, that's pretty dry, right? So if you can see that this earth has those places where there's less of and more of certain elements that are the same, that the same thing happens for us. So just imagine for a moment, and hold on a second, because I just want to make sure that we're still live. Okay, good. Okay. I want to stay on this thread because it's really, really interesting. Okay, so imagine like your body has more water in it than other things. Let's say the most thing is water. So then, just like the earth, you would be prone to flooding. And if it's a lake, that kind of water, then you would be prone to not moving much, actually, but filling the space that you're in. I'm just trying to this is really exciting because it's like the air. So if you go to the desert, there's much more air and fire there, right? That heat, that bearing down heat. I think of Joshua Tree. I used to go to Joshua Tree twice a year for Bhakti Fest and Shakti Fest. And twice a year, I would be like, I can't imagine anybody living in the desert because I already have in my body a lot of air and fire. So just like the desert has air and fire. So if that was to have more of, I'm trying to explain it. How do I explain this? In a quick little moment, I'm trying to give you a little taste of it. So just like these elements, if we have more of them, then we're going to be imbalanced in those ways. So for instance, I'll go back to me for a second. So I have more fire and air. So when I lived in California, it was super dry there for me. Okay. Because I have very little, let's just say, actually I do have water, but I don't have like um, moisturizing water. It's hard for me to live in a place that has very little of water, right? So I want you to think of your temple as a park, but a perfect park, a park that you get to have all of the elements present at this park. Okay? So follow me for a second. This park, in like this body, we want to balance the air. Like we want enough air, we want a nice little wind, but not like a tornado. We want ether, space, a nice like moisture in the air, a nice quality to the air, right? We don't want like it to be repressive, like we want it to be dense, tight, like a compression. We also want to have fire, the sun, but not too much sun, right? Because then it'll be like bearing down on us and it's really intense and it'll cause more fire. Some people can have that because they don't have that much fire in them. So that would be a good place for those people to be. I'm just going to interject a little bit. Okay, so water is in this park. Water, flat water or wavy water. So we have like two choices here, but we're going to have both of those in our park. Okay. And then the last thing is earth. So we want to have a good, moist, beautiful, healthy earth in our park. So this is all the elements alive, but not imbalanced, in harmony with each other. This is the same thing we get to have with our bodies. Okay. So when I was really starting my journey of Ayurveda, I was super imbalanced. I was living in a place, okay, so this is a perfect example. I was living in Vancouver, British Columbia. Cold and damp. So the water in my body actually got a little bit more elevated in this climate. I was cold all the time. And then my air element, which is like dry, it got like it was very windy there too. So it got aggravated there. So I was cold and like had too much water. So what happened? I gained weight, right? Because what happened to this park right here is I went to a place where it was like really cold and rainy, hardly saw the sun. So it was really hard on my body and on my park. So the same thing is for you, depending on where you live, how you live, what you put in your body, what you put on your body will either balance this park to be the most perfect park in the world, this international park, or it will be adding to the elements that are already possibly out of balance in your park, right? So some of us have more water, some of us have more air, some of us have more fire. So this is the basis of Ayurveda. And they call this imbalance your dosha. Dosha actually means imbalance, but there's 3 doshas, and we're going to dive deeper into this in our 7-day event. So I invite you to come and join us for the 7-day event. And we're going to be going into understanding of, and you might have heard of this before if you've been in the yoga and Ayurveda world, Vata, Pitta, Kapha. So Vata, Pitta, Kapha, these 3 are they're made of concoctions themselves. So Vata is air and ether. Pitta is fire and some water. That's steamy water. And then Kapha is earth and water. Okay. So this is the perfect park. when they're together in harmony, working together, the perfect amounts of each other. But we are predominantly one of these, and then maybe another half, like another one right behind. It could be like two right at the top. It's very rare that you're all three in balance because we've come into this life for lessons. So we're going to be talking a little bit more about this. I'm going to support you finding out exactly what your imbalance is in order to then nourish yourself into being balanced through rituals, luxurious rituals for, in the end, of course, they're going to boost your energy. These are going to be nourishing. They're deep, deep, deep self-care, but it's more than self-care. It's self-nourishment. So I want to invite you to come and join us because I got a challenge for you. It's a wellness challenge. It's called the Hema Wellness Challenge, and it's for 7 days of beautiful rituals, luxurious rituals to boost your energy, to nourish your confidence, and to look and feel 7 years younger. I want to teach you how to bring yourself into balance continuously because it's a process and it's a continual. So we are playing a game called the Wellness Putter. So I'll be filling up. The Wellness Putter is like when you get to putter around your home and your environment, create and keep filling up your environment with such goodness, filling up your body with such goodness that then when you show up into the world on camera, with your family gatherings, for your community, for your children, to play with your children, your grandchildren, you have the energy. So I want to break down the word Hema for you. It's 4 letters, H-E-M-A. Healing, empowerment, movement, Ayurveda. So I give you like a little glimpse of Ayurveda. Ayurveda is the Indian science medicine to prevent. It's preventative. It's made to sustain your well-being. And so come and join us January 31st to February 6th. This is called the Hema Wellness Challenge. So I challenge you to join us for 7 days. So sign up. I have the link in the comments here. Sign up and we can remind you, we can give you all the PDFs and assessments and things like that we'll be taking in order to really grow. My intention for you this 7 days is for you to feel and look 7 years younger. And so I am inviting you for 45 minutes a day for 7 days to give this to yourself. And I know that's actually our problem. We don't give to ourselves as much. We give in some ways, but we don't give. And so I know you've got a big mission here. You've got people to serve, intimacy to be in, power to share, transformation to make in the world. And so in order for you to show up for your purpose and your mission here, you get to nourish yourself. Okay, so I'm Himalaya, I'm the queen of self-care. And so I invite you to come to the Hema Wellness Challenge. You won't regret it. Share with your sisters, give them this gift, and let's come together in our sacred, solid sisterhood. And I'm going to share with you another S, the secret sauce, tips and tools and practices for you to be in your fullest, most magnificent, incredible, incredible self. Okay, see you soon. Mwah.